sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Tennessee Titans and the Washington Commanders. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Willis going to throw it right away. That's going to be caught by C.J. Board. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Play action, Willis.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
as they're down to the 29-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Willis to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Back to throw, Willis. On the screen, this is Evans. And it's a Titans touchdown. Darrington Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 29, Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Wentz.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Kevin King with a pick. The 20. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
First and 10, it's Willis. On the slant, Burks. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To throw, here's Willis. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. They set up the screen for Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chigakakro with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They're set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked by Kevin Byard. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first. Goal right at about the 6-yard line.
First down and goal to go at the 6-yard line.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Willis on third and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Howell to throw on second down. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson from 4 yards out. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now.
There you go.
So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Throwing again on second down. Willis, he'll get this complete to Board. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To the air on first down, here's Willis. It's complete. Burks And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Oh, how about the first night of the draft in 2022, round one? The Tennessee Titans stunned all of us when they traded A.J. Brown to Philadelphia. And then moments later, drafted Treylon Burks out of Arkansas, a player who drew plenty of comparisons to Brown in the run-up to the NFL draft. Size, style, play speed, almost an exact clone. And now they're trying to use him the exact same way, and he produces a nice catch there. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Willis's throw is on target to Burks. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. Trucks over him. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's brought down. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Come on. 18 Cardinals.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. On 2nd and 10, Howell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First down, Howell to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Willis will look to throw on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Willis. Man open is board. It's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Bullock's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 22, Powell. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. 1st and 10, Willis. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
After the sack on 1st down, Willis. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Touchdown! Logan Thomas, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Slide for the PAT. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now this throw caught left side, finding room at midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Willis. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Willis. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Howell, this to McLaurin out on the left side. On 1st down, Howell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. And the Titans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
on their side of midfield at the 47. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Second down throw for Howell.
And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They go play action with Willis.
Out to his left. He dumps it off for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
3rd down, it's Willis. That pass taken in by Burks. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll run. It's Henry. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Willis now off play action.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Powell sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now throwing on 1st down here. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From just shy of midfield, Powell. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Powell, he'll look to throw it. And that will be incomplete. complete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. A check down here for Henry. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it's a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods from 17 yards out. And the Titans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Yeah, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Willis looks to pass it here. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
1st and 10, it's Willis. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Tennessee, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Washington, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable.